Good evening. The November 2nd, 2011 meeting of the Thousand Oaks Youth Commission is called to order at 6:30. We will have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Teodorescu.
Please join me in saying the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Next, we'll have roll call led by Staff Analyst Francine Spiegel.
Commissioner Boyajian?
Here.
Commissioner Bernardello?
Here.
Commissioner Brousseau? Here. Commissioner Colhett?
Here.
Commissioner Lee?
Here.
Commissioner Leone?
Here.
Commissioner George McGuigan?
Here.
Commissioner Jeb McGuigan?
Here.
Commissioner Ramirez Davis?
Here.
Vice Chair Rose?
Here.
Commissioner Sklavenites?
Here.
Commissioner Stein?
Here.
Commissioner Teodorescu?
Here.
Adult Commissioner Dalmandian?
Here.
And Adult Commissioner Petrus.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll have item 4, public comments led by Commissioner Brousseau.
At this time, we invite members of the public to state concerns about youth-related issues in our city or to present items for the Commission's consideration. At this time, we'd like to invite Sumed Shah to the podium to speak on behalf of the Hospice of Conejo.
And I am a teen mentor for the Hospice of Conejo, a volunteer nonprofit hospice and grief support center. Every year, millions of Americans living with life-limiting illnesses and their families receive care from the nation's hospice programs throughout the United States. More than 468,000 trained volunteers contribute more than 22 million hours of service to hospice programs annually. Hospice of the Conejo celebrates its 34th anniversary of continuous service to the community this month. Those services are provided free of charge. Our organization contributes greatly to community life, both in the obvious way of providing a vital service to all who need it regardless of their ability to pay, but also in the less obvious way of building community through volunteerism. Hospice community volunteers donate their time, talents, and energy to helping other members of the community in times of crisis and loss. They bond with their clients and with each other, a process that strengthens the community fabric. I'd like to invite the commissioners, guests, and the entire community to our 31st tree lighting ceremony, which will take place on Tuesday, November 29th at the Oaks Shopping Center food court patio at 6 p.m. This traditional event will provide an opportunity to dedicate a star in honor or memory of a loved one, be present for the speaking of the name ceremony, and enjoy refreshments with family, friends, and community. Children are invited to decorate a star and place it on the tree of life. I'd like to invite teens to join the Honor Guard at the Speaking of the Name ceremony. The Hospice Teen Mentors will be participating in the Honor Guard, and I'm proud to be part of this ceremony. For more information on the tree lighting, please contact the Hospice office at 805-495-2145. Will you please play the training video now?
And I am a Hospice of the Conejo volunteer. Thank you for volunteering to sit at the Tree of Life in the Oaks Mall. This video will let you know what to expect and how to prepare to sit at the tree. The Tree of Life is a symbol of love, caring, and remembrance during the holiday season, and many people look forward to seeing it each year. For over 30 years, we've had almost 10,000 volunteers sit at our tree during the holidays. The Mothers and Daughters of National Charity League have also been donating their time for over 3 decades. Each star added to the tree remembers and honors somebody special to us during their lifetime or pays tribute to somebody who touches our lives today. The tree is located in the lower level of the Oaks Mall in Penny's Court, across from the food court and next to Santa. You will find it there from the day after Thanksgiving, November 25th, until December 24th. This nationwide hospice event is important to many people and is a long-standing tradition. Volunteers such as yourself will sit at the tree, assist shoppers dedicating stars, and watch over the stars that have already been respectfully placed on the tree. People may stop by our table to say hi, tell the story of a loved one, or look for their star on the tree. This is an emotional and meaningful experience for all of us and to the community as a whole. Thank you again, and enjoy. You will be provided with a hard copy of detailed instructions. Please refer to these instructions, especially if you are the first volunteer of the day, as you will need to know how to set up the table. The table setup includes a tablecloth, the donation box, donation envelopes, an in honor of and an in memory of sign-in book, acknowledgement cards, pens, literature, stars, and extra supplies. Once the table is set up, each volunteer of the day must sign in on the timesheet located in the provided procedures manual. Once seated at the table, it is important that volunteers are focused on connecting with people as they walk by and greet everyone with a smile. Be welcoming and make eye contact. Please avoid using cell phones, texting, eating, reading, or doing homework. We would like to appear approachable to passing mall-goers and be good listeners. Sitting at the tree is a community outreach effort. Therefore, donations are not required, but if asked, we suggest a $20 donation. Children are welcome to fill out stars for free and place them on the tree. Donations are dropped in the donation box, not handled by volunteers. When shoppers approach the table, please ask them to fill out a star and sign the In Honor of or the In Memory of book. Invite them to hang their star on the tree wherever they would like. Stars are not to be moved once they are on the tree. Finally, please do not leave the table unattended. You and your fellow volunteer are welcome to take a restroom or beverage break in turns. Once the volunteers for the next shift arrive, your shift is over. If you are on the last shift of the day, please refer to your provided instructions for cleanup details. Someone from the office will pick up the donations at the end of each day. On behalf of the entire hospice family, we thank you for your valuable time and support. Your commitment could help somebody suffering the loss of a loved one or bring a little joy as they honor a living loved one. We are confident that your time and support will take the warmth and the meaning of this event from your heart to the rest of the community.
Could you please explain how you got involved with hospice?
Yes, of course. I was reading just a magazine that had different opportunities for teenagers to volunteer, and Hospice of Conejo really stood out. They at first wanted me just a computer technician, and so I would say I'm pretty proficient at computer skills, so I wanted to volunteer my services. At first I was just scanning files and typing up documents, but I felt that my passion for this organization grew as I was in it for a while, and that led me to thinking teenagers should be more involved in their community. And so from that, I had founded the Teen Mentor program there. And now from just me, it has over 15 volunteers from Newbury Park High School, Agora, Thousand Oaks High School, Westlake. So it's a pretty legitimate program. And yeah, I joined because I like hospice. Come on, it's hospice. It's cool.
Thank you. There being no more speakers, we move on to the next item on the agenda.
Thank you. Next, we have the guest speaker introduced by Commissioner Brignardello.
Today we have a guest speaker from the Thousand Oaks Library. Ms. Charlotte Burrows is a librarian in the Readers and Information Service Department, working mainly with children and young adults. She has a master's degree in library and information services and has been with the TO Library for a little over 7 years. And she's also been working in public libraries for the last 14 years. Ms. Burrows is also the advisor for the Total, or TO Library Teen Advisory League, at the library. I would now like to turn it over to Ms. Burrows.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Brignardello, for that introduction. I'm really thrilled to be here tonight representing the Thousand Oaks Library. And tonight I'm going to be talking about some of the wonderful resources that we have for teens at the library. I'll be referring to a PowerPoint, so if we can put that on the screen now, we'll proceed. Whether you're coming into the library for homework help or to do research on an assignment, working on a term paper, participating in some of our exciting programs, or just to get some books to read for fun, if you ever have time with your schoolwork. We have what teens want at the library, and so we're going to talk about just a few of the resources that we have that might be helpful to the teens in the city of Thousand Oaks and Newbury Park and our surrounding area. We're fortunate to have the Grant R. Brimhall Library where in our community, and also the Newbury Park Branch Library. They offer a great place to study or to read or to do research or even just to hang out. Or you can attend special events and programs, and I'll refer to some of those. I want everyone to be aware of our library homepage or our library website. I brought bookmarks and information for all the teens present and for commissioners. And if you'll refer to those, you can see that most of the resources I'm going to speak about tonight can be accessed online, whether it's from your iPhone, your Droid, your any computer that has internet access or remotely, etc. So our library website is www.toaks.org/library. And we have a lot of content there that will help you with anything that you're working on for school and also to pursue leisure reading enjoyment. So let's start with our homework help resources. To access these homework help resources from our homepage, you can click on the Teen Space icon there on our website, or you could click on the online research and homework help to get to these resources. And the first one that I want to talk about tonight is called Brain Fuse, Help Now. The library offers this service. It is a homework help service, and what it does is it offers expert tutoring and other resources to help those who need help with their homework. You would click on this live help where I have the arrow pointing to get help from expert tutors. Let me show you an example. What the tutor does is you would connect online, again on a computer, and the tutor can communicate with you via the whiteboard shown, and also here below where the chat box is right here. So these are expert tutors, educational experts in their fields. To log on, and just to show you an example, I remember in 9th grade geometry, I had a really hard time with isosceles triangles. So I logged on and connected with a live tutor and asked him my question about isosceles triangles. He loaded some relevant content here on the whiteboard. Again, you can see our chat session here below in this area. He gave me examples of what an isosceles triangle is, how to find the angles and the theorems and other things. and then also gave me some problems that I could solve to try and practice this particular concept. And there are many subjects that you can choose an online tutor for, whether it's science or other things. They have a wide variety of expert tutors that are available. And again, this can be accessed remotely, either from your home computer or device or at the library. They also have a skills building module where you can brush up or catch up and again work one-on-one with a live tutor online. And another nice feature of this homework help site is they have a writing lab. So you can get instant communication from a writing expert or an English expert on maybe starting your paper if you need to be writing a paper. The other nice feature of this is they have a 24-hour help center where you can an intensive writing lab, where you can submit a paper. Say you've written a paper, and hopefully it's not due the next night, or next day, so you have time to do this. You submit your paper via their secure messaging feature, and someone within 24 hours will give you back a detailed analysis of your paper, including syntax, your word choice, your style, your thesis, etc. And so for some of you that are writing papers, maybe you high school students, this is a really helpful service. Again, this is our intensive writing lab through BrainFuse Help Now, and all of this would be free to all teens in the area with a library card. They also offer a 24/7 help center that you can get expert help even when the library isn't open or between those hours when the service isn't available. They offer Spanish language help, a test center to prepare for exams and other things. You could create your flashcards or other things. Also, this new feature is Collaborate, and you can meet and study with friends online. Maybe you need to have a study group for a particular project or something, but you can't make it to the library or to your friend's house. You can go online, and those who have a computer or a wireless device can collaborate and meet online, and you can use the whiteboard and communicate for your project or whatever you're working on. They also have this brainwave feature where you can create and share movie-like notes and ideas, again using that whiteboard feature that I showed you. So this is a really nice service that might help teens in this area with their homework help that they might need. Another homework service that we provide at the library is called Learning Express Library. It's right here. And what this service does is provide learning centers. They offer practice tests, exercises, skills building courses, ebooks, and more. There are resources for middle school, so if you need math skills improvement, reading comprehension, social studies, writing, or other tests, they will have those skills you can practice. Also, for high school students, again, similar content curriculum areas that you might need help with or that other students might need improvement upon. And then they also have a really nice college preparation section. For those of you that are heading towards college and are looking at taking the ACT, SAT, they have full-on courses, practice tests, also even study guides for your advanced placement classes. So some of these might be really helpful resources. And then again, and I'll just keep saying it over and over, this can all be accessed either at the library or from home, from your home computer with a library card. Let's talk about your English papers. Those of you in high school are probably writing English term papers on different works of literature. We have you covered for your literary criticism needs. We have this literary criticism online resource that offers PDFs or full text coverage of contemporary literary criticism, 20th century literary criticism, and 19th century literary criticism. So those big brown books that you have in your high school library, we have them online, the full PDF, full text version. And we also have additional literary criticism resources through our Literature Resource Center here and Lit Finder. So we've got your English paper research covered. Again, come to the library or you can access this online through our website. We, of course, have wonderful books for teens, and we know you don't get a lot of time to read for fun with all of your assignments, but we do have wonderful books, and we have great book lists and other resources that we can share with you, so you can continue to read for enjoyment and pleasure. The library also has recently gotten into ebooks, so we do have ebooks and e-audiobooks. Through our Overdrive resource, you can download ebooks to, again, your iPhone, your iPad, your Kindle, any remote reader or other device, or read ebooks from your home computer. We also have a nice site called One Click Digital that will give you iPod-compatible downloadable audiobooks. So if you need to listen to a book, or you'd prefer, some learners prefer to listen to their works of literature rather than reading, they're more audio learners, this is a great resource. So you can download the e-audiobook to your home computer and transfer it to a portable device to listen to. Also, I want you to be aware that from our website, we have an Ask a Librarian feature. We're always available to ask a question. So that's kind of what we thrive on as librarians, to answer those questions. You can type in your question at the Ask a Librarian feature on our website. If someone else has asked that similar or same question, the answer will appear right there on the screen. If not, you can email us the question. You can instant message us the question, or you can text us your question at 805-253-2906, and we will reply to you. So we try to be available, again, this would be during our open hours, but we try to be very available for teens through those methods. I also want to talk about our catalog and how the search capabilities that we have. As you come into the library, or again, you can do this remotely from your home computer, from your iPhone, from whatever you're using to access the internet. We have an integrated search platform called Encore, which is fairly new to the library. And let me just show you an example of this. We recently helped a 7th grade student that was doing research on ancient Islam, and they needed some information about the concept of jihad. So in our putting in our search term in our Encore integrated search, that brought us to all of these results here within the library. You can see the book results, just the first few results that it brought up. If I want to narrow this search, I can search for maybe DVDs. Maybe I needed a DVD on the subject of jihad, or I wanted to see what the Newbury Park branch has. I could further break this down and narrow it. To also access other resources, sometimes your teachers will ask you to have a source other than a book source, not an internet source, but an article, a periodical, newspaper, magazine article. You can also search this at the same time, so that's why we call it an integrated search. This shows, again, our catalog results, what's here in the library. By clicking on this tab right here where it says articles, you can bring up other sources of information. Again, this for your teachers will not be counted as an internet source. It's a periodical or an encyclopedia, another book source, or newspaper article. So it's an integrated search that has your sources from the library and also additional resources. So I wanted you to be aware of the research capabilities that you can do just through our library. We, of course, have a teen space on our website, our home website. If you go to our teen space, again, you can access the online homework help research and information that I have already talked about. Also, frequently, if you check this, we'll have information about programs and other sources. We are currently having in our city the One City, One Book program, and I brought brochures for everyone. It's a great program where the whole city hopefully reads the same book. And we have a lot of different programs and events featured for our Thousand Oaks Read, one of which I'll talk about in just a minute. But also, as you see, we recently had Teen Read Week back in October. We have a monthly gaming program at our Newbury Park branch, and so you can keep up on some of the fun and current events that are going on at your library. As I mentioned, we have some great events in conjunction with our One City, One Book. It's a debut novel, and it's called Hotel on the Corner of Bitter and Sweet, and it's by Jamie Ford. And it has to do with the relationship between a young Chinese boy and a Japanese girl whose family is sent away during World War II to an internment camp. And because of that, we're celebrating different aspects of Japanese culture and history and society. And this coming Saturday, we are having a sumo wrestling championship. We invite all teens 12 and up to participate in our sumo wrestling championship. A hero will rise from this epic event. If you come to the library between 12 and 5, you can don the inflatable sumo suit and test your skills and wrestle with other participants. If you'd like to register or get more information, you can again contact us or go to our website and look for this information about the One City, One Book event. I also want to pay special tribute to our Thousand Oaks Library Teen Advisory League, or TOTAL. They are a wonderful group of library volunteers who help us plan services for the Thousand Oaks Library. They also participate very fully during the summer months when they help us with our teen reading club and our children's summer reading club. They're a very active group, and they try to come up with ways to advise us to make the library better for teens. So without further ado, again, if any of the commissioners have questions, I'd be happy to answer questions. Again, remember that we have all of these resources online at www.toaks.org/library. Do any of the commissioners have questions? Yes.
So you said, talking about the live tutor, is that like an actual person, or is it just like a computer that like shoots out the answers?
Okay, good question. The live tutor, it is an actual person, so it is a licensed, credentialed teacher. They are talking with you remotely via chat and that whiteboard, but it is an actual teacher, a credentialed educational expert in their field. Other questions? Yes, Commissioner at the end.
You talked about your total group, your teen volunteers. If someone wanted to get involved with that, how would they go about getting on that?
Thank you. That's a good question. Our total group, they are invited, so it's a by invitation only group. The stepping stone to becoming a total member is being a volunteer during the summer reading club, during the summer reading club months. So we usually vet or interview volunteers that help us during the summer in the spring months. So if you're interested in volunteering during the summer reading club, you can contact our volunteer coordinator in probably March or April, and then you'd be set to volunteer with us during the summer. And then those volunteers in good standing are invited to participate in our total group during the school year. Yes, Commissioner Collett.
These are some great things. Have you asked the schools to put links to any of these great services on their school websites? Because I feel
we haven't tried to have them put links, but we do try to advertise in school newspapers. Also, we have a Facebook page. I know the Youth Commission has a Facebook page, and I think Commissioner Spriegel talked about putting some of our programs up on your Facebook page as well. So we do advertise via Facebook. Currently, we would love to have something on the websites of the individual schools, but I don't know that we have that right now. We advertise, we give them our flyers, our information, but they don't always put it up on their websites. There was another question at the end, I think, Counselor, and then I'll get over to you. Sorry.
That's okay. Do you have any family type events that are offered at the Thousand Oaks Library?
Thank you so much for asking that. We have wonderful family events. In fact, there's one going on right now as we speak. This evening, I'm kind of doing double duty. We have a family literacy event that is in conjunction with First Five of the Ventura County, focusing on our younger patrons, so our ages 0 to 5s. They're having Miss Mary is coming in and doing kinder music music with Ms. Mary. We also have story times. We have a lot of different events that the whole family would enjoy as part of our One City, One Book. For instance, we had the taiko drummer, a taiko drummer group come. It was really fun for the whole family. We're having a dancer come Thanksgiving weekend, dancing with Tehani, and all of these programs could be accessed through the library website or by calling the library or coming in for brochures. Was there a question down here? Yes.
I have two questions. My first question, do you know if the brain-fused tutors or any of the other tutors are background checked so that parents, well, at least parents would be comfortable? And my second question is, on brain-fused, can young college students use that site also?
Excellent. Yes. Sure. The commissioner's question was if the brain-fused tutors are background checked, or if they are vetted, or I guess a background check by the company. To answer that question first, yes. So brain-fused does only hire those teachers that have been scrutinized or vetted in that process. And so parents could be assured that those are safe individuals that would just be going over homework help type problems. And then the other question was if BrainFuse can be used by young college students. Yes. On our website, it currently says for grades 3 through 12, but actually the service can be from kindergarten on up through college students. I've heard of college students, especially using that intensive writing lab where they submit their papers and get feedback on their papers, and they've gotten good grades from those papers that they've submitted, and those were college students. So your key would be to having a Thousand Oaks library card and going through our website to connect with a tutor for that service. Thank you. Were there any other questions? Then again, thank you so much for having me. And again, remember Thousand Oaks Library for your research and electronic and reading needs. Thank you, Youth Commissioners.
Thank you so much, Ms. Burrows, for coming out and taking the time to talk to us about the resources that the library has.
All right, thank you very much. The next item is school and liaison reports with Vice Chair Rose.
All right, we are now moving on to item number 6A. In addition to being an advisory body to City Council, the Youth Commission also appoints commissioners to act as liaisons to various organizations. One of those such organizations is the Teen Center Advisory Committee. So will our Teen Center Liaison, Commissioner Teodorescu, please introduce this portion of the meeting?
So a recap of past events at the Teen Center. October has been crazy busy for those of us at the Teen Center. We were very involved in 2 partnerships that served as fundraisers for the Teen Center. The first was the Reign of Terror haunted house at the Jan's Marketplace. It ran for 10 nights in October and over 5,000 people attended. The second fundraiser was the second annual mud run at Dos Vientos Community Park on Sunday, October 30th. Last year we had 360 runners. This year we doubled that number and had just under 800 people participate in either a 5K or a 10K run that included a variety of obstacles and a 100-foot mud pit. Thousands of people attended the successful event. Other past events this month included the 7th and 8th grade Blacklight Halloween Dance on Saturday, October 22nd. 800 people came. The costume contest, Pinkberry, frozen yogurt, outdoor inflatables, and DJ Slick were all received by the teens. On Thursday, October 27th, the Teen Center and outreach staff provided Conejo Valley High School with a Red Ribbon celebration event designed to encourage drug-free living. Several hundred students participated. This half-day program included a boys' basketball tournament, DJ music, rock climbing wall, pizza, and soda for all. This was sponsored by the Teen Center Advisory Committee. We also hosted a 4-week middle school boys' soccer tournament that concluded with the family barbecue and chili dogs on Friday, October 28th. This Saturday, November 5th, we're doing a high school Battle of the Bands auditions. I'll be assisting with this as well as other advisory committee members. The annual concert is scheduled for Saturday, December 3rd. The 7th and 8th grade Harvest Dance is scheduled for Saturday, November 19th. The program features are being developed right now. Also, the Teen Center is assisting CRPD with the logo contest for its 50th anniversary. The logo contest is for creative high school students. The prize is $500 plus tons of exposure because the logo will be used on all anniversary items. To download an application form, go to www.crpd.org/logo. And that's it for the Teen Center. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Teodorescu. Next, we will move on to item number 6B. Would Commissioner Lee please introduce the ASG-ASB portion of our meeting?
Thank you, Commissioner Rose. The Youth Commission invites representatives from each of our local middle and high schools to present information about school activities to generate a feeling of community spirit. First, we have Aaron O'Brien from Redwood Middle School.
I'm here to introduce Redwood and talk about all of our events going on. On November 10th, we have Crazy Hair and Crazy Hat Day, so go crazy. Our Redwood trimester ends November 18th, so students, make sure your grades are high. We just had our Carnival on October 28th. It featured our first ever haunted house, and we earned over $3,000 in just pre-sale tickets, which covered all of our cost of our Carnival. Also, we had our first food truck night on October 27th. We had Sweet Arlene's there, which won Cupcake Wars on Food Network, which was really cool. And also, we have planned a trip to Disneyland, which will be at the end of the month. And it's going to be a leadership conference, and it will include the ASB class and yearbook. We are incorporating the rides with some of the leadership lessons. So that's all. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much. And next we have Ulysses Sklavenichis from Kalina Middle School.
Good evening. My name is Ulysses Sklavenichis, and I'm an 8th grade at Kalina Middle School. October was a great month as students submitted their creative work for the Reflections program. The theme was Diversity Is. Congratulations to the Kalina boys soccer team for finishing the season in second place. I'm also happy to report that we had a very successful Halloween Carnival and dance last Friday. Now for November, today we are starting our annual cookie dough drive for the 6th graders. Flag football starts this Wednesday and goes through Friday. The 8th graders will play on Wednesday, 7th graders will play on Thursday, and 6th graders will play on Friday. The teams are posted around campus for whoever wants to see it. On Tuesday, November 8th, we will have a beginning band performance as well as a minimum day. Registration for the Kalina Spelling Bee is coming soon. There will be no school Friday, November 11th due to Veterans Day. November 15th and 16th will have block schedules. School will get out on Wednesday, November 23rd for Thanksgiving and will continue through Friday. However, students have already been preparing for our annual turkey trot. So hope everybody has an enjoyable holiday. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ulysses. And next we have Eric Ellert from Conejo Valley High School.
Good evening. My name is Eric Ellert, and I'm here tonight representing Conejo Valley High School. Last week, we celebrated Red Ribbon Week by encouraging students to participate in drug-free activities. We had an exciting basketball tournament during lunch with the final round on Thursday, during lunch with the Teen Center staff refereeing. The Teen Center also hosted pizza, drinks, music, and a rock climbing wall. They also provided the Magic Mountain tickets that were the prize for the I Pledge to be Drug-Free raffle. Other activities during the week were wristbands, candy, a poster contest, an essay contest, and a poetry contest. On Halloween, we celebrated with a costume contest, a door decorating contest, and individual Halloween activities. The door decorating contest winners received a donut party, and the costume contest winners won pizza from Domino's. The individual contestants that earned a 90% or better on the activities were able to get candy from trick-or-treat buckets. On November 8th, we'll have our model continuation high school visit. Our annual Thanksgiving feast hosted by the Bridge Church will be on November 22nd. This is an entire school event where we will all be able to sit down together and eat a fabulous home-cooked Thanksgiving feast and be thankful for all that our community offers. We will hold our Renaissance Assembly on November 16th to honor our students who had outstanding attendance, behavior, and credit recovery for the first quarter of school. To qualify for Renaissance, you must have an 80% or better attendance, no suspensions, a C average or better, and must earn 2.5 credits per class taken. November is a big month for Conejo Valley High School to give back to the community's project. November 1st through 30th is Project Blankie. Students and staff bring in blankets, clothes, shoes, and toiletries. These items are then distributed to the rescue mission and the Women's Lighthouse Ministries. On November 14th to December 2nd, we collect new toys. Around $10 in value to donate to a local holiday shop that serves the Conejo Valley. We will also collect canned good, rice, and beans for manna. At this time, they'll be distributed at the Manna Center at the Bridge Church in Newbury Park. If anyone would like to participate in our outreach activities, you can bring your donations to Conejo Valley High School. Thank you.
Thank you. And next we have Emily Harris from Ascension Lutheran School.
Hello, my name is Emily Harris, and I'm the president of Ascension Lutheran School. We are a K-8 school who just elected our student body officers last month. We have a theme verse for the year, which helps to guide our projects and our events. Our theme verse is, God's gifts of grace come in many forms. Each of you has received a gift in order to serve others. You should use it faithfully. 1 Peter 4:10. Our student council's first projects for the year was Red Ribbon Week. We had a great show of spirit and commitment to making great choices. The design we used for the week was our theme verse for the year. We showed the kids how they all have special gifts and that they can use them faithfully. We also have a very active 8th grade class doing fundraisers for their trip to D.C. Some of our projects are a pancake breakfast, selling candles and wreaths, and throwing a school dance. Our biggest success today is our sweatshirt sales. The logo was designed by one of our 7th graders and ultimately ended up being the choice of the whole student body. Academically, we continue to be stretched and challenged as our teachers spent a half day scoring the writing prompts from each student K-8. It is the belief at our school that we can be great thinkers and be great writers. But if we are not great thinkers, we will never be great writers. So each of our teachers are prepared to have us think and write. Our upcoming service projects are that in November, we will be preparing about 200 Christmas shoeboxes for boys and girls everywhere. In December, we will be participating in the Gifts of Hope project. It will be our job to increase awareness of Burier, Africa, where a clinic has been built, but it has no power. Without power, it is not able to save the thousands of people that are sick with malaria. We intend to bring light to that clinic. The price tag is $90,000. We believe that if we can get 90 schools to join us in raising $1,000 each, we can make that goal. I have brought pamphlets tonight with our contact information if any of you wish to join this project. One of our ways that we intend to raise awareness is to go without power in our school for the day of November 29th. We would be thrilled to have any of your schools join us. Thank you very much for including us in the Thousand Oaks Youth Commission. Good night.
Thank you, Emily. And next we have Katy Owens from Newbury Park High School.
Hello and good evening. At Newbury Park, we would like you to help the To Be Free Club collect nail polish. The To Be Free Club will be collecting these new unopened bottles of nail polish to help fight human trafficking and support victims of abuse. So these nail polishes will go towards a weekly spa day for abused women to make them feel beautiful and important. And be sure to shop at Fresh and Easy all throughout December 31st because they are giving 5% back on any receipts turned in for $20 or more. And tonight, there's a boys and girls soccer fundraiser at the Alamo. So if you're still hungry, be sure to join after this meeting. And be a part of the TEDx Youth at Conejo. Be a part of this amazing program with the potential to create a huge positive change in this 21st century. They welcome speakers, performers, and volunteers. The auditions for speaking and performing were already held in September, but there is a meeting November 20th at the Westlake Carpenter Theater. And just to recap, we raised over $425 to help Hackleburg, Alabama, a town destroyed by a tornado, and all of those funds will go to help them rebuild that town. And throughout April 30th, 2012, the TL Mall is hosting a School Sense program where schools get points for the receipts they turn in. And currently, Newbury Park is 8th out of 30 schools. The band had a haunted house October 21st, and I didn't go because I'm not a scary type person, but I heard it was pretty darn scary. And the girls' varsity volleyball team's last game is tonight, so good luck, Panthers. And parking permits are once again on sale for all upperclassmen. Monday was the last day to purchase homecoming tickets, and as I hear, we are all sold out for that 007 dance on this Saturday from 7 to 11. And to create spirit for the homecoming dance, today was 80s Day, and it was pretty groovy. Tomorrow's Black and White Day, and Friday is Class Color Day with freshmen in blue, sophomores in red, juniors in orange, and seniors in green. Friday also marks the pep rally, the tailgate party before the game, the homecoming game, and the dance on Saturday. And off-season for softball, track and field, wrestling, and tennis are now underway. So for more information, go to www.nphs.org for more info. Thank you, and have a great evening.
All right, thank you, Katie. And next we have Skylar Fontaine and Emily Cable from Thousand Oaks High School.
Hi, my name is Skylar.
And I'm Emily.
And we're from Thousand Oaks High School, and we want to talk to you about October. In October, on the 12th, seniors were brought to a very important assembly discussing driving under the influence and teen drinking, stopping junior-senior wars, and cyberbullying, in hopes of putting an end to all of it.
During our homecoming week was from October 10th to 15th, and our theme was Alice in Lanterland. We had a successful game against Agora on the 14th, which made many smiles due to the score of 37-13. We won. The exciting homecoming dance followed the game on the 15th.
Red Ribbon Week was kicked off on the 24th, and it lasted until the 28th. It was very inspiring seeing all the red bracelets worn around the campus supporting being drug-free.
The Lancers of the school showed their Halloween spirit on the 31st, and strutted their stuff on the Quads fashion show.
The blood drive took place on the 26th in the gym and successfully had a total of 87 transfusions and 91 sign-ups. It was very nice to see how many people followed through and were brave enough to give people blood.
ASB's bake sale. ASB had a bake sale on the 27th, which was in order of some... Okay, wait, hold on. Okay. ASB had a bake sale on the 27th, which was in support of breast cancer. It received a great donation of $102. They also had a car wash the past Saturday and got about $600.
Unfortunately, one of our own Lancers passed away this week. We're all thinking about him and wishing his family the best. The Lancers will be wearing blue or pajamas on Friday at school and gathering together in the Green Hole in honor of him at Senior High. On a more positive note, as Lancers, fall sports are coming to an end and winter sports are coming in strong.
Please don't forget to come and support Lancers and show us your spirit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, girls. And next we have Brian from Oaks Christian.
Hello, I'm Brian Pugh representing Oaks Christian. I'll just be telling you about some of the recent developments that we've had at Oaks. So, this year, Oaks has really been putting a lot of energy into student-led organizations and productions. So we have 31 student-led clubs. Every club has a student president. So they're all really concentrated on giving the students a lot of ability to do what they want to do with the club. And so we have 31 of those. We just had our club rush, which is where every club gets a table at lunch, and they all set up posters and try to get people to join the clubs. One of those clubs is the Oaks Radio Club. That club's really unique because it gives students a lot of freedom to, they get to create radio shows, whether they want to make a music show or a talk show or a sports broadcasting show, and they can do that once a week. And the leaders of the club, there are about 5 people that lead the club. They learn a lot of the business end of the music business and how to run a radio station. So the website for that is www.oakschristian.org or www.oaksradio.org. You just download that and you can play it straight through iTunes. There is programming on there just about every single night. Also this year we've had student-run theater productions. So in the past, usually you just have every year a one play and one musical. But this year we have what we call bare bones productions, where a student will pick a script and then get to produce that script and direct it. And so we've had 2 of those already this year. In September we had You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and then in October we had Almost Maine. So those are a great opportunity to give students the ability to actually get to direct something when normally in high school students will only get to act. Also, we have this year we've had new developments in our mission trip system, which we just finished the application period for that. So students have now applied to their mission trips if they want to go on one, and teams are getting ready with training to go on to different countries this year. A new trip that we have is a trip to Fiji. And we also have trips to Guatemala, India, Romania, China, Uganda, Haiti, and Costa Rica. So those trips are opportunities for students to see parts of the world that are under starkly different cultural, economic, or societal conditions, and to grow through that experience. Also new this year, we have what we call our test and quiz honor statement. So before you take a quiz or a test, every time you have a sheet of paper over it that has our school honor code, and that's our way of tackling issues of academic integrity. So we're hoping to see a great change after that. Recently in Oaks Athletics, we've had our boys water polo team is the co-league champs of the Tri-Valley League. The girls golf team sent 2 qualifiers to the CIF finals. The girls volleyball team were the league champs, and we're doing very well with football. That's still going on, and we're hoping to win the league and go on to do well in CIF. So, thank you.
Thank you, Brian. And last, we have Chris Pumford from Lorena High School.
Hello, my name is Chris Pumford. I'm a senior at Lorena High School. I'd like to start off by congratulating our world champion mock trial team, who did an amazing job at New York. Thank you, girls, and we really appreciate your hard work. This coming Sunday, November 5th, Lorena will be having its annual auction hosted by the Parent Guild. We're auctioning off everything from a puppy to a reserved senior parking spot. This coming next Tuesday, November 15th, Lorena will be having a blood drive. Anybody 16 years old or older who has signed parental permission can participate. And Saturday, November 19th, we'll have a father-daughter dance, and we'd love to see all of the girls and their dads there. And then Monday, November 21st, Lorena will begin its Adopt a Family drive, during which every religion period at Lorena will adopt an entire family, and you'll divide up and bring presents for that specific family for the year. And these are underprivileged families who can't usually afford to have a Merry Christmas. So we look forward to doing that this month. That's
All right, thank you, Chris. And the Youth Commission would like to thank all of the school representatives for coming tonight. That concludes the ASB portion of our meeting, so Commissioner Rose.
Thank you very much to all the representatives once again that came out to make reports for your schools. If you were not here tonight but are looking forward to doing it in the future, it's not too late. You can come on down and give us a report for your respective schools at the next meeting. We encourage all the ASB and ASGs to come out, so, make some time and come see us. All right. And with that, I turn the meeting back to Chair Collett.
Thank you, guys. That was really great. Next, we have item 7, project overview and discussion. And this is where we discuss the different projects the Youth Commission is currently working on directly. And first, we have the Youth Implementation Plan being discussed by Commissioner Ramirez-Davis.
So we had our Youth Implementation kickoff last Wednesday, October 27th. And I'm just going to turn it over to each division chairs. We have Environmental, Recreational, Bullying, and Teen Volunteer and Resource Center. So can I have Commissioner Stein start off with what he did in his group?
So like Commissioner Ramirez-Davis said, I'm the chair of the new environmental group on the implementation meeting. And so basically what we did is we discussed our 4 main ideas for a project to have this year. And we're hopefully we applied for a $5,000 grant from Waste Management, and hopefully we will get it soon. And so our main project we wanted to kind of start is we're going to try and build a statue or a monument out of recycled materials that will support awareness for recycling in our community and recycling awareness in the teens in the community. So hopefully that'll get approved soon, and we're just going to keep working on ideas and working on promoting the event. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Stein. Next, can I go to Commissioner Leone with the Recreation Committee?
Okay, so we got our Recreation Committee together at the kickoff meeting, and I have a really good committee that I'm looking forward to working with this year. We're working on brainstorming a lot of ideas for recreational events that we could put on in the community for teens. And we definitely want to bring our dodgeball event back that we had last year because it was successful. They came and we just mingled and played dodgeball and had a barbecue, and it was a really good event for teens. We actually, last year, we did it for teen stress prevention, so we can go along with something like that again. And our main event this year is the Teen Video Festival, which we did receive a grant for, so we're really happy about that because we get to put it on. So we're working on getting an increased participation this year because we didn't have very many applicants last year, but we're going to work with the Teen Center Advisory Committee and maybe School Site Council to get advertisement for that event hired this year. And we want to work on also getting more advertisement, creative advertising ideas out for teens so that they could be aware of that event in schools. So that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Leone. Now can we turn to Commissioner George McGuigan for the head of the Bullying Committee?
Thank you, Commissioner Davis. So as you said, I'm George McGuigan. I'm chair of the Bullying Committee. So what we plan so far is simply just setting up clubs. We've got representatives in the committee from 3 of the high schools who are going to act as kind of liaisons to make sure that their club, gets off the ground and that it's productive. And what this club is going to do is it's going to offer, resource for people who are being bullied. Just someone to talk to, see what extent they should take things. And also people like me and my committee who'd like to help the cause as well. So what we kind of thought of a name that we're all excited about. It's called The Club, the being an acronym for Total Hate Elimination Club. And so we're hopefully going to try and start that before the new year. So, and then also setting up links on school websites. Regarding the club and also what resources are available for students in the community who are affected by, this monumental problem. So obviously we won't completely eradicate bullying, but we just want to raise awareness. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner George McGuigan. And then finally, but certainly not least, Commissioner Sklavenides with the Teen Volunteer and Resource Center.
Thank you, Commissioner. So we had a lot of interesting feedback at our first meeting, and we met together with a really good group. And right now we're currently in the process of editing the plan and adding organizations and services in the community that we want to have on our database. So that's what we're currently working on. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Sklavenides. So that's our youth implementation, and feel free, we still invite members of the public to, or youth of the public to come stop by the park room every second Wednesday of the month at 6 o'clock to come and join one of these fantastic groups and help us move forward with all the things we're trying to do for the community.
Yeah, so our next implementation plan meeting is next week on Wednesday at the same time at 6 o'clock. We meet in the room, which is directly this way, which is called the Park Room or the Oak Room. So come check it out. All right, next item, the newsletter, and this project will be discussed by Commissioner Jed Migwigan.
Thank you, Commissioner Chair Colehub. Sorry. So with the newsletter, we are just finishing up our fall's newsletter. You can expect that to be put on the websites and delivered hopefully by the end of this month, if not earlier. And the next newsletter will be coming out hopefully February. So if you missed the deadline for this newsletter and you want to get your articles in, please send them to us and we'll put them in the newsletter. And that's pretty much it. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, next we have the Therapeutic Dance, led by Commissioner Boyajian.
The Therapeutic Dance is an annual event put on by the Youth Commission. This year, the dance is on March 31st at the Teen Center. We invite all individuals ages 13 and up to come to enjoy a dance, decorations, photos, dinner, and tons of fun. This year, the theme is totally tropical. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Next, we have the Youth Summit, led by Commissioner Brignordello.
Thank you. Okay, so our Youth Summit is back, and it will be held on Saturday, February 25th, 2012, from 9 a.m. to approximately 3 p.m. And this is a very unique opportunity for the youth, 7th grade to 12th grade, in the community to share their ideas and concerns with community leaders in the effort to keep our city very youth-friendly. The applications have now been released, and youth commissioners will be delivering them to the various schools in this area. So please be on the lookout for them so that you can apply and participate. They are due back to us by January 13th, 2012. And so we really do look forward to reading your ideas and reviewing your application. Thank you.
Now we will return to Commissioner Brignordello to discuss the Career Day.
So our first, this year will be our first night of networking that we've ever had, and it has been designed to provide youth, specifically high school juniors and seniors and college students, with the opportunity to gain insight from influential companies in various industries about the job search process, and also give them the ability to network with these people from the business world. It will be held on Monday, January 23rd, 2012, from approximately 6 p.m. to approximately 8 p.m. in the Calvi Theater. Currently, we are in the process of inviting local companies to attend, but if you are interested in attending, you can RSVP now to youthcommission@toaks.org or 805-449-2743. Thank you.
Thank you. We already discussed the Teen Video Festival. However, does Commissioner Leone have anything additional to add to that?
Yes, I do. Actually, we're working on getting the application designed right now, and the application dates as far as what time or when we need to turn those in. But the Teen Video Festival will be held on June 14th for the screening and 27th for the actual event, 2012. And if we don't know when the applications are going to be ready yet, but if you could start working on videos about 10 minutes long, it could be music video, claymation, stop motion, or pretty much whatever you want. There's awards for various categories. Then if you're interested, then definitely start working on those, and hopefully the applications will be out soon. Go ahead.
45156.
Yes, and that's Pete Martinez's number if you have questions about the Teen Video Festival.
Thank you very much. Finally, we have public information led by Commissioner Ramirez-Davis.
This is just a reminder that all the events that we talk about here that we really want members of the public to come and join us for, we do post on our Facebook. You can type in the little search ad for Youth Commission, or Thousand Oaks Youth Commission, and we should be like the first ones that pop up. Invite all your friends. And also to look out for it in all your local school newspapers and actually local radio stations. We really try and make all our events for the people of this city, so we really would like you to listen out and help us out with what we're trying to do. Thank you.
We really appreciate all those people that pay attention to the things that we're doing, because we try to work hard to help the public. All right. Finally, we have commissioner comments led by Commissioner Stein.
Okay, this is the last portion of our meeting where commissioners can provide any information, comment, or announcements which no action by the commission will be taken. Are there any commissioner comments at this time? Commissioner Ramirez-Davis.
I just would like all of you to send your thoughts and prayers out to the Kramer family who just lost their son, Griffin Kramer, who was a football player at Thousand Oaks High School, and he was actually one of my friends. And I just want you to send your prayers out to them because their family's going through a really hard time right
now. There being no more commissioner comments, back to Chair Colhett.
Thank you, Commissioner Stein. So the November 2nd, 2011 meeting of the Thousand Oaks Youth Commission is adjourned at 7:35 p.m. Thank you.